Let's talk to Clive Lambert. He is a director of FuturesTechs. Morning to you, young Clive.
Hello, Nick. Nice to speak to you again.
Right, so let's kick off. We've got 5 weekly slides to go through. Let's kick off with the first one, the Great British Pound against the US dollar. Weekly slide with a Batman chart formation. Is that good or bad?
Yeah, of course, I made that up. It's probably more like a double top, but it may be forming something head and shoulders-y as well with 2 pointy ears, Batman stylish. Surely, you know, that high in January, which was at 143.50. Revisited in April and failed again there. Same time, the low between those 2 highs was 137.12. That broke at the end of May. The measured move target was 130.50. We hit that last week. We saw some signs of some buyers returning in the last week or two, lower shadows on the weekly candles, but it hasn't followed through. We're still bearish at this one, and if we break 130.50, the next target's 126.
Okay. Let's move on to the euro against the Great British Pound.
Yeah, I thought I'd show this as well because obviously, the first chart says sterling's looking very weak.
Yeah.
If you look at it against the euro, it's not actually doing a hell of a lot. We've just been chopping sideways, and we're in some sort of channel thing, you know, just a consolidation period. 88.60 is the top of that that gently sloping downtrend channel stroke flag, whatever you want to call it. So I'm watching eagerly to see what happens at 88.60 now, and if we were to break above there, then we go back to the 90s on that one. The highs from earlier in the year, 92.80, 93.80.
Understood. Okay, let's take a look at the FTSE weekly.
Right, so we made a new high in April, having seen that big sharp sell-off and the nasty business in February. Since that high, since that new high, which has got a lower high on the MACD, so there's some bearish divergence evident there, but actually it's a reasonably calm looking chart. There's not a lot going on at the moment on that chart. We're just posting sort of doji candles and not really getting very far. The green line on that chart, the green line on that chart is the 52-week moving average. So obvious why I'm using 52 weeks, I hope. That's at 74.50, and you could argue if you're bullish and if you're a long only person or whatever that things are relatively calm, as you say, all the time we're above that key mark.
Understood. Okay, let's take a look at the crude weekly charts.
Okay, well, I've put out something to my clients on Wednesday morning, I think, saying keep calm and buy the dips. And then we had the mother of all dips. It dipped a bit more than I thought, if I'm completely honest with you. We posted, if we look at the inset chart, that is a daily, and when we broke, lower on Wednesday, that was a small double top sell signal given, and we reached the measured move target with all within the same day. What we did do is hit an uptrend line that's on the weekly chart, the bigger chart we've got there, and all the time we're holding that, then there's an argument that everything's okay, bigger picture. So we've got some really key support. 72.50 to 72.90 is a key area of support on the Brent crude, which is currently trading September delivery. So as long as we hold above there, I think everything's okay. But if we break below there, then there is scope for more weakness in that one, and maybe buy the dips needs to be given a big rethink.
Understood. Okay, so key support in place. Let's wrap up with the gold weekly.
Well, I talked about this last week, 1238, big level.
Yeah.
It was a low from back in, I can't even remember when, tail end of last year. Came back to it, having broken an uptrend line on the weekly as well. Came back to it and held it last week, held 1238. So a ray of hope maybe. Well, I did say to my clients on this one, we needed to get above 1260 to 65, and we needed to sustain that move, and we failed to do that, and we're back at 1238. And if this breaks 1238, it goes straight to 1200 and could go even further. So we are still at this kind of crucial, yet another crucial level for gold. 1238 is the one that people should be watching.
Gold is old. And on that note, young Clive, thank you very much indeed for your time. We'll talk to you in August.
I think so, yeah. Cheers. All right.
Thanks.